Flip through any vintage car magazine, and the ads are works of art. Chrome glimmers under the sun, smiling families pile into wagons, supercars roar through alpine passes. Every car looks like a ticket to freedom, success, or romance. But behind the gloss, ads have always left things out. They'll tell you about horsepower, sleek design, maybe even a cheeky tagline, but rarely the messy reality of living with the car. 1950s America, Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler ads sold dreams of family life. Wagons with room for the kids never mentioned the lack of seatbelts or how fast rust would eat through the panels. 1960s Europe, Volkswagen made waves by doing the opposite. Their iconic, Think Small, Beetle campaign admitted the car was slow and tiny, but reliable. It was one of the first times honesty sold cars. 1970s to 80s, luxury car ads promised sophistication, but rarely mentioned the sky-high maintenance costs. Italian exotic ads spoke of speed, not of the reality that your Ferrari might spend more time at the mechanic than on the road. 1990s to 2000s, safety started to creep into ads, airbags, ABS brakes, crash tests, but never with the ugly realities of accidents. Instead, the tone was reassuring technology. Today, electric vehicle ads focus on freedom from gas and tech luxury. But rarely do they mention charging infrastructure gaps, battery degradation, or how long you'll wait at a charger in winter. Here are the truths car ads avoid. Fuel economy versus reality, the numbers shown. They're tested in lab conditions that almost never match real-world driving. Maintenance costs. Luxury brands love to highlight leather and horsepower, but not $1,000 oil changes or $5,000 brake jobs. Resale value. Ads never say, this car will lose 50% of its value in 3 years. But it happens, especially with premium sedans. Insurance rates. That shiny sports car might double your premiums, but no ad will tell you. Practicality. Two-door coupes are often marketed as daily drivers, until you try fitting a child seat or groceries inside. Rust, reliability, and repairs, the enemy of every classic car. Ads never said your Datsun would rust in 5 years flat. A few rare campaigns bucked the trend. VW Beetle, 1960s, it's ugly. But it works. Jeep, 1990s, ads showed mud, dents, and scratches, because that's what owners expected. Saturn, 1990s, focused on the dealership experience instead of horsepower, because the cars weren't exciting. Tesla, 2010s, technically didn't advertise at all, letting owners and media hype to the selling. These worked because they tapped into trust. They admitted flaws or redefined what mattered. Imagine if modern car ads said things like, this SUV will spend half its life doing school runs, not mountain climbs, but at least your kids will be safe. This luxury sedan is gorgeous, but you'll need a second car while it's in the shop. This EV will change your life, unless you live in an apartment without a charger. That honesty might sting, but it would build trust faster than any fantasy commercial. For over 100 years, car ads have sold dreams, not realities. But in the fine print, the small disclaimers, the warranty booklets, the unspoken reputation, lies the truth. And maybe that's part of the magic. The gap between the promise and the reality is what makes car culture so full of stories. The frustrations, the joys, the letdowns, none of which ever made it into the glossy spreads. Because in the end, what car ads never tell you is what owners always find out. The story begins only after the showroom.
Consider supporting the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe.